Hello there, Internet! I am your host, J-Man. Welcome all back to Let's Play! At Advance Wars Reboot Camp. We left off. We continued more fighting. The good fight. Yeah, running I'm fidgeting around with. I'm fidgeting around with the mech from Kira Major. Yeah, I finally bought my first Sentai toy yesterday, a while ago, and it was the mech from Kira Major. It was like the cheapest one, cheaper ones I could get. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I played there. So apparently I found out that in the years since this game came out, Mangs got to interview somebody. I'll probably play y'all. Utter. The completion of the fortress is proceeding as scheduled. Okay? Of course. Not a single day late. And what about the mini cannons? 8 of them were constructed on the sites you selected. It's a flawless defense system. Very well, it should not fail me. Commander, we have a large green force army going this way.
Yes.
How are we gonna assume me this time? Hold on! Never, it's how predictable. Draw troops immediately! What's the plan? Save others!
Oh no.
It's literally the Knuckles line.
Sir.
Sir, hit the gun in the wooden seat! What's this one?
Commander.
Come on.
So, yeah, so, basically, Mangs, as a disclaimer, I fucking hate Mangs. I hate Mangs, and I'm fair. Unfortunately, this is the only Mangs interviewed guy. Mangs basically managed to make contact with a former, with somebody who was working as a playtester at WayForward at the time, or QA. As I said, I fucking hate Mangs. I hate him like a lot, and there's a reason we have a fandom rivalry with So, basically, way forward, he said, the employee said this. The feeling working at way forward of one of my initial jobs starts at Nintendo was a dream come true for me. Especially the fact that I was working on what was considered to be a legacy title of Nintendo. I feel like I work with all passionate gamers like me, but sadly, we were not red badges. We were treated like second-class citizens. You can be a senior worker going for 20 years, but not a full-time employee that garners respect among other workers, simply because you were contract. What was your biggest problem with way forward has this line? Inconsistent issues between themselves, Nintendo, and its testing department. One of the big issues I had during summer 2021 was that we were shattering bugs, constant glitches. It would take days before a new build would be tested further. I remember that distinctly during the testing campaign. There was a literal crash minefield. It would crash anytime, making it unplayable for the days. Yeah, we were starting to play complete the. I'm currently working on my own game design now. During a time, Nintendo was making record high profits. So if we put too much effort funding development or putting effort into such report. For such an important legacy title being headed by a very popular studio. Why wasn't online multiplayer prioritized? Put simply, because it was broken when I was working there. On top of that, the game was already having glaring issues because of the main development team. Still of the cycle. We were constantly making changes and designed. Oh, yeah, but sure. Do I think we were think they wanted matching? Of course. Do I think they were demotivated by backlash and constant bugs to prevent testing? Absolutely. Was there any ScatCon or big change that didn't make it a final version? I mentioned before how Sammy's art style has changed a lot. Yeah, sorry, mate. There, but I also forgot to mention things about Adder. He originally had a different voice actor at the time. I forgot who voiced him. I think it's the guy that played Kyo in Danganronpa V3, like Not So Fairy Tale. I can't remember. It was one of those guys. In fact, Way Forward actually loved interacting with us in QA and had us play a guess game to guess who the voice actors were. And the original Adder thing was such a banger that I was constantly talked about how good it was. It made us jammed in the vault menu while eating lunch. But when the voice actor was changed, the music changed, and oh boy, we were disappointed. My biggest regret was not Corey Ridger theme, but I cared a lot about respecting the DA at the time. NDA at the time. I mean, that fucking sucks, like... So... Yeah, I gotta check to make sure who this voice actor was, because... When I heard it, I thought it was Bryce Papenbrook, and considering... the fact that he has worked with, of course, you know, Miraculous. As the guys already know by now, Miraculous is like a magic girl anime of sorts, like a Western take on magical girl genre, and Yeah, I gotta check who Adder is because. Who, yeah, apparently. All right, let's see. Oh, Griffin Burns. I'm just gonna check to see who he voices. Because I'm pretty sure I can cut this part out. Oh wait, Cyril? Wait. Oh my God, Fred! The guy was Fred from Neo World Ends with You. For those who don't know, like, Fred's actor was also the guy who played Cyril in Fire Emblem Three Houses. A character that gets a lot of hate for some reason. Like, also, I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I didn't really know. And I do know that the Consoles were like a jazz-themed cover group. They were the ones that composed the theme for Sensei, and they actually did like talk about it in the comments of the video, which I'm pretty sure just... Yeah, I'm still baffled that Nintendo would treat the devs like that. Like, I remember like being very frustrated at the lack of information about upcoming games from Nintendo during like pre-COVID, during COVID. Like, everyone else found ways to make their off-brand Nintendo Directs. That for a time, Nintendo was no longer my favorite video game company, and that a title that now went to Square Enix. That went to Square Enix for the time. Hata Tonichi Kashikuse Dekika and no Sao. Hata Bata, we are change man. New York City. Freak like me needs company. But yeah, like I said, I hate Mangs a lot, and... Alright, let's see. If we go back in time, research and target properly Research original one. Reboot and remake are not the same thing. This is an HD remake. Bro, they did that for a pun. But
Farewell. Black Storm. Oh no!
Alright. I know my contact with high school. That's good. So please explain the story behind Sammy's physical physics removal. I'm not even surprised by Mang, so I'm not even gonna try and read this one because it's fucking Mangs. Lastly, why do you think the reason why Reboot can't fail? COVID, the war in Ukraine, and problem with contract workers. Nintendo was
I must commend you.
so hateful with the idea of
Black Storm.
working with contract workers. But I work from home. Every Wednesday there was some big company meetings. Obviously, rough patches. There's that Halo Infinite. There, as for Nintendo, I guess these jobs will work on War Game that figures like quite frankly Russia-themed country invading a neighboring kingdom for territory. Activision releasing Modern Warfare 2 was done without any hesitation. Granted, it's ActiBliz, and that was some. I don't think people even play Call of Duty for the plot. Like, I don't play Call of Duty very much. I know my younger brother let me borrow his copy of the OG Black Ops 1, and I could barely recall what happened in that game. Like, all I kind of remember was seeing of the Phasma, my beloved. But I only know the Phasma, not from COD, but from. But from Metal Gear Solid. However, contract working is something that major issue. To example, Nintendo follow the same work logic. You can hire a contractor for 18 months, they may choose to resign you or not. Or in the rare instance, make a full-time employee. There's a few issues. Contract workers could work on crucial elements for a game and game engine. But if they're released, they have to get someone brand new to fill in their spot, learn the engine, try to figure it out. Things like that. Contract employees are treated like class workers. Yes. He's almost a quarter of the way there. Call you Dave. Yeah, so kind of I felt like Commander, the mini cannons are all destroyed. That's it. So
We've won, sir.
Yes.
how about that? Hey, Nicholas too.
Yes, sir.
Think
Yes, sir.
Victory is my destiny.
Dad, this is a Wendy's. Also, I probably explain this now. I talked to my former coworker again, and I told him that he
Look who's here.
Dad, like, what would happen if Mr. Krabs is a communist? And he told me, I literally just woke up, and now you're asking me the real questions. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end the episode here. Like, subscribe, let's like Steph, stay